How's it going, guys? We want to just give people a chance to get here before we officially start, and then we will jump right in here to the game. So let's give people just a chance to sort of step into the chat here, and I will get started. I definitely want to play some March to Glory, and specifically the Battle of Waterloo. I know a lot of people have been looking forward to the Battle of Waterloo for a while now, so I think we're going to go ahead and finally do it. If you guys are watching this post our stream, you're probably going to have to go forward a little bit to see the battle, but I'll try to remember to put a timestamp down below so that you guys see exactly when the battle began, and basically you can watch it from there. So I think this will probably be our most challenging fight in the game. We have obviously played a lot of other battles before, but this one is going to have a special place in our hearts. It is going to be the Battle of Waterloo, of course, and I think for us to win it, it's going to take a lot of skill. So I hope that this is a fun stream, but it's also probably going to be quite a long stream. We'll have to wait and see. That being said, I think I'll go ahead and get started right now. I will be checking the chat regularly, but let's jump into single player. Let's go for the campaign, and with my special wizard powers, I can go ahead and unlock all maps, and I am going to actually go ahead and go for Waterloo. So here we go, guys. Wish me luck.
Chapter 14, Battle of Waterloo, 18th of June, 1815. Napoleon abdicated after Waterloo. He was sent into exile on the island of Elba. Yet, 100 days later, he stands here again, ready to lead us into battle at Waterloo. What brilliance! Today we will win a victory worthy of him. This day will be the pinnacle of his reign. I have been promoted to captain. Napoleon has rewarded those of us who have remained by his side for our loyalty. We stand on the outskirts of Brussels, ready to face the British and the Prussians. This is our last stand. The men sing in our camp once more. Not too long ago I stood with strangers. Now they feel as brothers to me once more. We stand together for Napoleon and for glory!
Okay, I think that's a pretty epic part there. And how's it going, guys? And Ponvelio is saying, do not attack infantry squares with the cavalry ever. Of course not. And how's it going? I think it's Dimitri. How's it going? He's saying good luck with the game. Welcome aboard, guys, watching now. And actually, since a few more people joined in, I'm going to go ahead and replay that intro because I think you guys deserve to see it. And it's a damn good intro to the battle. So a few people are just now jumping in, so we'll play the intro one more time, and then we'll get started with the battle.
Chapter 14, Battle of Waterloo, 18th of June, 1815. Napoleon abdicated after Waterloo. He was sent into exile on the island of Elba. Yet, 100 days later, he stands here again, ready to lead us into battle at Waterloo. What brilliance! Today we will win a victory worthy of him. This day will be the pinnacle of his reign. I have been promoted to captain. Napoleon has rewarded those of us who have remained by his side for our loyalty. We stand on the outskirts of Brussels, ready to face the British and the Prussians. This is our last stand. The men sing in our camp once more. Not too long ago I stood with strangers. Now they feel as brothers to me once more. We stand together for Napoleon and for glory!
Okay, guys, we're going to jump right in. I will take one final look here at the chat. I was hoping to bring in more people, and as I mentioned on my Twitch stream earlier today, I will be doing more schedules. You know, we had the weekly schedule set up, but that's not enough. We need to have a schedule for every single week, because my schedule changes, your schedule changes, etc., etc. So there is Ariman, vive l'Empereur, he says, of course. So, let's start. Wish us luck, and yes, vive l'Empereur. Wow! Yeah, it's definitely the Battle of Waterloo. There's no doubt about that. So, some promotions. Wow, the massive forces here of the British are just frightening. I think I'll go ahead and give a bonus to the 1st Brigade. Let's give them hand-to-hand damage in case they actually have to get into combat. For the artillery, +1 damage when attacking infantry, absolutely. +3 damage to adjacent infantry. That would be excellent. So if infantry gets too close, our shrapnel will obliterate them. I'm going to do the same with these guys. I think it's really important to promote artillery. Now we'll upgrade some of these guys. And I don't usually upgrade cavalry, but I'm actually going to upgrade this one just because I think they're going to be important as the battle progresses. And let's increase the range damage for this unit. And the Battle of Waterloo is commencing, guys. So, of course, we have to capture Hougoumont, Le Hassayant, and Papelotte. Fascinating. I want to see if we can actually see the farmhouse. And, yeah, we can. Frischemont. Beautiful. Really, you shouldn't have many promotions. This wasn't Napoleon's grand army. This is what he could scrounge together essentially in a haste, says Armand. And that's a good point. We can make a totally separate video about that where, you know, this was after, of course, Napoleon was sent to the island of Elba. And he basically was just able to take what forces existed. Although a lot of those forces were his pre-existing forces, of course. And not very loyal to the existing king. So, yes, what you're saying is true, but he did have his Imperial Guard still, as far as I know. There were still, I mean, ex-members of the Imperial Guard. Some of them were pretty old guys, but, you know, I don't think he'd mess with them. Okay, yeah, it's not looking good here. We're going to have to go for a charge against the De Platte Rifles. Good attack, guys. Very good attack. Also, the enemy, or the area is on fire. Wow, we can't shoot here? That's surprising. This is definitely one of the largest battles we have in the game, possibly the largest. There's so many guys on the battlefield. I don't like the fact that over here at the farmhouse, of course, the enemy is uphill. That's going to be a pain to deal with. Oh, no, no reactionary fire, I hope. Nope, but also no fire at all. Can't shoot obstacles. Come on, man. Nice! We set another town on fire. We got very lucky with those shots. Don't expect to be that lucky in the future. Now I'm actually going to move to Frischemont. I hope we get a defensive bonus here. And we will open fire on... Ugh, no. It's not going to work out for us. Man! Even that's not going to work out for us. Okay. I think Ahriman had a point. The units we're using right now, not the best. Let's open fire. The Drut Votigers. Snag this cavalry unit. And of course the reactionary fire is going to be pretty devastating initially here. But maybe we can change history and win the Battle of Waterloo. I mean, what do you guys even think would happen if the Battle of Waterloo was won by Napoleon? I'm really not sure it would have made that big of a difference. You know, I still think he would have been beaten. Much like Hitler winning the Battle of Stalingrad, I think all it really would have done is prolong the war. That's just my thoughts. I'm maybe not romantic enough. Like, maybe he would have gone on to become Emperor of the world. Who knows? You know, I mean, it's certainly a possibility, an unlikely one. But what do you guys think? You know, what if he had won the Battle of Waterloo? What would occur? I think in the best case scenario, they would have accepted Napoleon as leader of France, and he would have had to remain there. And had he tried to get into the whole war thing again, he would probably pay for it quite dearly. All right, boys, it's all we can do. Oh, we can't even get another shot with the damn artillery unit. All right, guys, we're ending the turn. Not a lot of damage we can do there to the enemy initially, which is not good. We'll actually fast forward the enemy turn. least the enemy is not the only one doing reactionary fire here. So that's good. The good news. Let's hope these guys get in a square formation. Doesn't look like they're going to, but the enemy cavalry looks very hungry. As you can see, they did a lot of casualties there. They look very hungry for a victory. Papelotte is totally on fire, so we don't really want to move in there right now, and they just destroyed one of our cavalry units. We got way too close. Same with this infantry unit. As you can see, if we get close to them, we're taking an instant massive hit there. Let's take a look here. Lo Bonvelho, his army would get destroyed by Austrian and Russian armies. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Everybody in Europe except France rated Napoleon 0 to 10. Armand is saying, I think if he won Waterloo, he would have do what you say, basically. Insist on remaining Emperor of France and that being it. Yep, I agree totally. Hi, Eric. I feel if he put something akin to his older campaigns, he would have defeated the Austrians and Russians as well, but wasn't exactly in his prime. I agree. I really think the best case scenario for him would have just been essentially a ceasefire. Like, okay, look, I've gotten this far. You guys know I could go farther. Let's just end it here. But again, I think Napoleon was so narcissistic in a way that he wouldn't have accepted that. Like, just being Emperor of France would not have been enough for him. By the way, we just got a really nice attack with our cavalry. We fire. Let's get close. I messed up big time, and I think you guys can see what I did there. I didn't fire with the artillery yet. We are going to try a charge, though. Okay, we can still fire. Thank goodness. We should thank our lucky stars. And guys, if you look at the Deplat rifles, and in fact most of the British units, if you look at the right side, the lower right side, you can see the men. And the orange X essentially represents the point at which the unit will retreat. Generally, that's up to man 8 or 9. In these units, it's down to man 2 or 3. What that means is that the British have extremely high morale during this battle. Extremely high. Unless their men are down to, like, the last few guys, they will not retreat. And that's going to make this a much harder battle. I think you guys, those of you that have played the game before, can certainly see that immediately and make that distinction. But maybe those of you that have not yet played don't see how tough that makes this battle. So yeah, we have to get rid of the cavalry units, the Deplat Lancers. We all know what happens with the British cavalry charge. It's never pretty. Let's see how our cavalry would do against theirs, and apparently not very well. The only thing I can think of right now is moving them here and potentially getting an attack on the enemy infantry here, the Vink light infantry, and we can, and actually do quite a lot of damage. But they will get into their square formation, which just makes it easier for us to open fire on them. But once again, you can see their rate of retreat is very light. You know, I'd rather eliminate them with our cannons, but our cannons also need to focus on other units too. There's just too much going on for us to just focus on one unit. So sorry, but yeah, we're going to fire at Le Havre, try and set another artillery dump on fire, and we'll move closer to Papelotte. Take some reactionary fire. But as you can see, our chance of retreat, if you look at our units on the lower left, is on the 8th man, which means that our guys are much more willing to retreat than the enemy units. And, you know, our guys are not exactly very confident in this position. Okay, let's open fire here. And this better work. We're going to have to either go for a charge or shoot them out of here. There we go. Okay, so we destroyed an enemy unit, but don't get excited. You know, it's just one enemy unit. They've got a lot left, and they didn't even retreat. I mean, that's how sure the British are of victory here. You know, that would work even worse because it's a charge across the lake. It wouldn't work very well. So I'm going to move this unit, this infantry unit over here. Oh, nice. Really good shot against the cavalry there. I don't know why. They don't have many men here, but I guess maybe being away from the cavalry at this distance helps. And I'll move these guys up to where l'Empereur is, Napoleon. Maybe they can get a shot as well. Nope, not quite. The battle is very close. I don't mean close in terms of who's going to win and who's going to lose. I mean close in terms of, like, literally close. Like, we're right up on top of each other. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay in the square. Then again, staying in the square can be a pretty bad idea. Yeah, we have to open fire. Because if not, the infantry will just fire on us, damage us really badly, and we'll be screwed. Hey, Gaming Kittens, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, and you're saying he would have to insist on that remaining ruler of France and that being it, and I agree. It would have to be like an agreement set in stone, you know, and he would not settle for that. He just wouldn't. Unless he was at the point, which is it's possibly true, he might have gotten to the point in his life where that would have been agreeable. Like, look, let's just end this all, put these wars to an end, let me be the emperor, etc. I mean, either way, you know, we can see in history his descendants still reached very high positions of power in many different countries. So it's not like it was a total failure, you know, no matter what happened. All right, here we go. Oh boy, enemy units are getting reinforced. Those redcoats have to be shot down at once. You know what mod I would love for this game, and I'm sure it can be done. It just takes the right kind of person, an Alamo mod. That would be really cool. Against the forces of Santa Anna, and you have to hold the fort. Oh, it'd be just absolutely wonderful. All right, we probably want to move into Hougemont soon, even though it's burning. I mean, it is one of our very important locations. Look at this charge, 4 and 6. We're going to smash the Picton light infantry. Most of you should know who Picton is. All right, wounded, but none actually killed. Incredible. We'd be best off actually firing at his artillery. So that's what we're going to do. Simply because we can do more damage to it. It may seem petty, but it's the way this war has to be fought, or the way this battle has to be fought. And the reason I'm firing with my cannons, not only to weaken this unit, but also to potentially set a fire. I really want to set a fire. I think I'm going to have to move to another location, though, with the cannons. Go ahead and move forward. Let's move our cavalry up. And, oh, reactionary fire. Nicely done. And actually, even with them in square formation, the charge would still do damage. So we're going for it. Should be able to eliminate this enemy very soon, but man, the inability to reach the objective and fire at certain objectives is really, really frustrating in this game. Okay, I'm moving into Hougemont. They're going to get burned, but you know what? At least we'll be firing on the enemy. I think I'm just going to target him with every single unit around here. We're going to have to break the Maitland Hussars eventually. So open fire here, guys, on the Bing militia. The Bing militia? Or we can fire on the Hussars. I think we have to fire on the militia in this case. It's just such a perfect shot. We've got to take it. Going to move back to Planchenon with this unit. Now, if you're at a town, you actually will regain units. I'm not sure if Planchenon is considered a town. It might just be considered a fort, and thus we might not be able to regenerate our units there, but we're going to check. Here at Hougemont. The redcoats are dropping, boys. I'm actually going to do something a little weird here. I'm going to move up here. I was trying to get a shot on their Vink light, or their Vink cavalry unit. Didn't work out the way I wanted it to. But I'm too stubborn to take that turn back. He says, try to charge enemies. You could attack with other units, then this turn to inflict maximum damage. Yep, a good suggestion as well. Bink. Yep, we can charge. Oh, nice. With our 17th Regiment. And they are militia, so that's another reason maybe why we're doing so much damage to them. But another bad thing is we're not killing a lot of the enemy, we're wounding them. If you see that yellow, like that will still contribute to a rout eventually, but it means that that unit still is in the stack. He can still fire. He's not killed, he's just wounded. So we want to see that red. Otherwise, it's really not looking that good for us. Nope. Okay, boys. Do you guys prefer when I fast forward the enemy turn or when I let it play out just sort of in real time? I might actually do a poll on that, but if you just want to answer it in the chat, make my day a little easier. By the way, welcome everybody. There's actually a lot of folks here. Make sure to add me on Twitter too, guys. Most of our streams now are on Twitter, so I see we have a lot of viewers here, even more than we did on our Twitter stream earlier today, but please, please subscribe there. It takes you 5 minutes. Even if you don't have an account, it's fast. You're not going to be asked a lot of personal information. It'll be fine. Trust me. Absolutely trust me on this one. The British just have so many fresh brigades. And I'm wondering if the Prussians are going to show up on time, which would make our chances of winning this battle even smaller. So let's hope that the Prussians never show up, and we're only facing the British. Damn. At least our men's morale is still being boosted, and Hougemont is ours. Before I fire on that infantry unit, I am going to fire with my cannons. And actually, I'm going to attack with my cavalry. Vive la France and vive l'Empereur. Get out of here. He's going to retreat. Oh, yes. I'd love to advance, but I'm actually just going to fire. I don't think we should be advancing right now. Maybe just this once we'll advance with the cavalry, but I'm actually not even sure that's a good idea. Move forward with our 17th Regiment here. And we could finish off that unit, or we'd start doing damage to this one. No, we're going to finish off this unit and move in that particular space. So we've run them down. They're destroyed, and the general actually had to retreat there, which is not something I've seen before. But I guess he had to avoid being murdered. All right, we could shoot at them. A lot of damage. Yeah, let's get rid of the artillery. Don't forget we can get cascading retreats, guys. So it's similar to like Pike and Shot or Field of Glory, where one unit could actually cause another unit to retreat. So that's another reason I went for that shot. I know that the enemy cavalry is a big threat right now, but you know we can't just work on the enemy. I think it's something Sun Tzu said is, and I'm paraphrasing here, but he said, never fight the battle on the enemy's terms, always fight the battle on your terms. So, you know, we really don't want to have to focus on a specific unit just because they're dangerous if we can help it. We want to focus on any unit that's a threat and eliminate that one quickly. This guy right here, he's going to be a little bit of a challenge, I think, to deal with. But we're going to do our absolute best. And in this charge, we're actually going to win against the Maitland Hussars. It looks like they're pretty close to calling it a day. And see, even with the charge, we would still do a tremendous amount of damage. Can't shoot. Now here we can. Flair. There we go, guys. Fire broken out. It's exactly what we wanted. Unfortunately, this guy is still not in a good position to fire. But I will charge, despite the casualties being pretty even here. Nope, that one they won. And look at this. Look at this firing ability, guys, now that we moved up on the square's flank. And we're damaged. So we're still doing huge damage, despite the fact that we're already damaged and we're hitting the square's flank. I will charge them again. Unless this guy has another shot. I don't believe he does. Alright, I think it's evident we need to move into that area eventually, but we can let it burn for a few turns. Let's shoot at the cavalry. Shoot again. Not what I expected. What can our cavalry do? A flank attack on the enemy Vink light infantry. So I guess it's a light infantry unit with horses, so they can probably get off their horses when they want, a sort of dragoon unit. And we can get a massive hit on them. Glory to the Jacquinot Lancers. We couldn't break them, but we did a damn good amount of damage. What if the person doesn't have 5 minutes? Good question. I like the Prussian army, says Eric Guignard. Yes, they're very obsessed with order, discipline. You know, definitely of all the armies, I would say the Prussians were the most obsessed with discipline. But that also came from the Prussian officer class, which in many cases was nobility. So they were used to speaking to poor people in a sort of disrespectful way. I don't think it necessarily came out of pure Prussian military tradition. Bone Value just said the cringiest statement I've seen on this channel, but it's still hilarious. He goes, French reinforcements would be French-alicious. Believe me, I think these thoughts all the time and don't say them. I'll type this one in to see if any of you guys get it. All right, let's get back to the battle. So, yeah, we can't really do much more this turn. Turning it over to Les Bretons. So you're on fire, -2. That's great. So that's a raging inferno. -2 from that unit. I love to see those fires. Yeah, Armand's like, hey. I think Armand's not a huge fan of the meme. he's like, it's like watching an episode of Seinfeld. You're not necessarily going to laugh out loud, but for those that remember it, it's a special moment. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to charge, but first, see if I can get a shot with a cannon. It looks like we can just get a shot on their Maitland. I'm sure that has to be mainland militia. It has to be, right? But we'll open fire on it anyway. It's got to be a misspell. And we will charge not the square, but we will charge the Diplot Lancers. Hitting them from the flank is going to hurt. Hey man, we're all about marching here, man. We're not assuming anything. We just support like marching and all sorts of things like that. Chargez! I really like puns like that, though. Like, I think of puns like that all the time, and I want so badly to say them. But I kind of hold myself back. But you guys, I mean, for those of you that have seen my videos enough times, you know that I will occasionally put up a really terrible pun. Just because I can't help myself. Like, I know it's awful, but I'm just, it's like an itch you have to scratch. I'm just like, wait, let me just do it this one time. Look at this, guys. Great shot here on the Arty, and I think it's actually going to force the enemy general to retreat as well. So we destroyed the Arty, and the enemy general, of course, fled. Forward. Now, look at that. Somebody asked about the Old Guard. Yes, they do exist in this battle, in the Battle of Waterloo. There is the Old Guard right there. Of course, we're going to put them to good use, and hopefully we're going to have them take out the Maitland Hussars, or at least assist in taking them out. I won't go for the charge yet, but we likely will eventually. Vive l'Empereur! The 1812 era, Ponvelli was asking about if I'd like a game in that set in that era. Not really. The War of 1812, I mean, it's fascinating in its own right. I mean, I think every single war that's not spoken about too much is kind of cool. But it's just not that, like, I'd rather see the Revolutionary War. I'd rather see the American Revolution in game form than 1812. Like, somebody asked me recently on a stream, I think it was on one of our Twitch streams, and if it was one of you guys, I do apologize, asked me something like, if you could take a Total War game and put it in any era of your choosing, which would it be? And for me, at least, first of all, I think the Chinese idea, I rarely say that Creative Assembly has good ideas, but I think it's a great idea to go into the Chinese Kingdoms era, because those wars are huge, and that's going to appeal to a lot of people, let's be honest. That being said, if I could choose a conflict, it would be the 30 Years' War. I would love to see an entire Total War series on the 30 Years' War, and you could have like advisors that are Protestant or advisors that are Catholic and try to change people's opinions, and I just think it would be a really great war for the Total War engine. Not just because it's agreeable in terms of the soldiers used, but also the fact that, you know, the advisors could be a really cool part of that. Religion could be added. I just think it would be great. But I think, number one, it's probably a little controversial. Number two, it's not as profitable as a more mainstream war or a more mainstream time period. And then my number two pick would be like Victoria II in Total War. In other words, sort of the colonial era. I think that would be great, but I don't see it happening, fellas. I don't see it happening. I think we've got to really be happy for companies like Matrix and companies like Strategy First, which give us these very niche war games. Otherwise, I just don't see it happening. We will not charge. That would be suicidal, but we can potentially attack. Oh yes. If we could get just one shot on the enemy this turn, we would have broken them, but we've already used up all of our shots, so we shall continue. Make absolutely sure by pressing the tab key, guys, and just press the tab key to make sure you have moved all your men. In this case, we have. Fascinating battle so far, though. Nicely done, boys. We actually defended pretty well against that. I don't know how we'll do against this attack, but we are in square formation. One down. One wounded, actually. So we should be fine. Ouch. Taking a volley fire in square formation never feels good. It's going to sting. Okay, we still have 2 objectives. And look, we have incoming reinforcements on turn 6 and on turn 6 north. Enemy reinforcements. Oh, those are the Prussians! Guys, the Prussians are going to arrive. I got all happy. I was like, I'm doing pretty good. You mean Pakistan, a.k.a. England, says... I'm sorry, I don't know Cyrillic, man. I know you've been here before, though. Thanks for joining. I'll go over first charge and then fire, he says. No, that's not good. Yeah, I do read everybody's comments eventually. Thank you very much, Araman. Eric, I did see your comment, man. It's just, please understand, you know, I'm working with a laptop here. I don't have a master PC, anything like that. I have my phone on. I'm doing my best to read everybody's comment. I mean, that's one thing especially about my channel. I try to respond to every single comment posted, and I hope to get big enough where I can't respond to every comment posted. But insofar as we have the channel as we have it, yeah. Let me go ahead and post also my Twitch link here. I really want everybody to join this. I mean that, guys. It's important. We just recently became affiliates. We've got to put on a good face. You know, the fact that they would accept us affiliates is really cool. So make sure to, like, subscribe. Eric, I know you don't like Twitch, but, dude, making an account takes seconds. All right, let's get back to the fight. And another shot. What I really want to do is fire at this... cavalry unit, because I know we can break it. But common sense dictates that we fire at the town. And that we fire at the town again. Alright, we're moving to Frischemont. Little bit of reactionary fire shouldn't hurt us too much, although it's pretty good, I have to admit. Their reactionary fire taking out 2 of our men, as damaged as they are, is surprising. And actually, yeah, I'll move with these guys up here because there are more men in this unit. That's the only reason. And so now it's under our control, but we still have this threat of the enemy cavalry. Let's see if we can move this infantry up and get a shot. That would be perfect. Because then we can move this guy up. But no, we can't. So let's just fire on them or attack them. Look at that, 9-11. It actually says 9-11. And finish them off. So here we go, 9-11. That's a just devastating attack against the Vink light infantry. Destroyed. Beautiful. Actually didn't necessarily need to advance there, but it's the way it is. Our foy lancers, basically all of our cavalry units are really making a big difference here. This charge is not going to be great, but it'll force the enemy into a square formation, leading to the possibility that we can hit them with artillery or just regular gunfire. And even here a charge would work well against a square. So again, keep in mind, the square doesn't necessarily make a cavalry charge inefficient. It just lowers the efficiency of the charge. Chargez! And that's where La Havesonte is. That's a very important location to us. And that charge was perfect, taking down 2. So our men are definitely in the fight. Definitely willing to risk their lives here. Let's cut these guys down to size. I actually feel bad for that infantry unit. They're so stuck. There's no way for them out. There's no out for them. Although, look at this. We actually have to retreat at Hougoumont. So, you know what? Because I'm angry, I'm going to open fire with our cannon at them. Here we go. Destroyed. Beautiful. C'est très joli. And over here on this charge, we can do massive damage because it's a flank attack. We're looking pretty good, guys, but keep in mind the Prussians are arriving. They are arriving. We'll absolutely charge. Look at that 5-7 charge. I love our cavalry. The 17th Regiment are going to smash the De Platte Lancers and smash them good. That's a nasty loss of men for the De Platte Lancers. By the way, there was a, this is weird, but there was a slaving company in Georgia called the DePlatte Dickey Mining Company. I'm sure it doesn't have any real relation, but it'd be interesting if there was a relation there. All right, that's it. Yeah, I'd love a game about the Spanish Civil War. Thank you, Ahriman. Ahriman is awesome. He's not only an administrator, but he's like, he knows, and Ahriman knows when I make mistakes too, but he's just nice enough to like, he's like Bukharin. He just doesn't say anything, which I like. Occasionally I'm like, Agrippa, you made a mistake, dude. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, he caught that one. No, the Old Guard is absolutely in the game. They're one of our forward units right now, and they do get bonuses, attack bonuses, etc., etc. So yes, they're definitely here. But it's just one unit of Old Guard. You know, he doesn't have all of his units of Old Guard, and they really are old at this point. You know, we're talking about like white mustaches and beards. Not to say they weren't incredible fighters, which they were, but yeah, it's not the same thing as the Old Guard back in the day. That whole back in the day thing. Ouch. Hey, we're taking a nasty shot there. So over here in the northeast, they've got some fresh units, and we're not doing very well against them. Right now, in terms of victory points, if the battle ended, we would win. But there's still a lot of battle to be fought. This is Waterloo. So as you can see, reinforced there at La Haye because we are in a town. That's what's so important about being in a town. I think I really want to target the enemy artillery, but there's so many enemy infantry advancing on us, we've got to shoot. Can't just let a line of enemy units, you know, attack you like this. You've got to respond. And this cavalry's just about had it. We could try to save them, or we could go for one last final charge against this infantry unit. I don't know. I think I'm going to try to save them, because the enemy's getting reinforcements. Ooh, that would not work out well. Neither would this. Man, the 1st Brigade are not the best in terms of shooting. Sorry, as a buddy is calling, and I'm trying to focus on the stream here. All right. Charge against the artillery. And we take this. We shoot at not infantry. Oh yeah, definitely the square formation. Although I really want to hit the cavalry unit. Okay. Actually, we could break this cavalry unit, guys. Maybe a few more volleys. Let's move up. Heck, we could even destroy them. Oh, come on, man. How did we not get that? Alright, we'll get it this way, but honestly, I was really hoping we'd get that. Should we move into Hougemont? Man, it's a really tough call. It's not like our cavalry can, our artillery can see anything as is. Shit, man. Yeah, it's a tough choice. Let's go ahead. We still have to break into the fort, of course. Let me just phone my friend, guys, because I promised him I'd hang out with him, but you know, honestly, you guys come first. I'm such a homebody, number one, that you guys come first, and number two, I want to continue this fight as well. So let me give him a ring. I'm going to just turn the mic down for now so no one hears anything. Bloody hell, says Eric. All right, if I receive a call, I do apologize. I'll have to pick it up. I don't like to make plans and then break them, but, you know, I'm having fun. What can I say? All right, here we go. Again, getting a shot off here would result in some of our men getting hurt, but it might be essential. I think it is. I'm going to shoot. I know that we're going to end up getting hurt, but I think we need to keep putting pressure on the enemy under any cost to at least stop them from taking the points we have now, because technically we're winning. You know, so if the battle was to end now, this would be a victory. Nice shot. Ooh, very nice shot. They're advancing. It'd be cool if my buddy was watching the stream, which is quite a possibility because he knows that I stream. It would be cool if he was here and actually typed something into the chat. That'd be hilarious, actually. We must beat the coalition. No matter what. Oh, boy, that's bad. So they recapture the fort, and they also destroyed our units at Frischemont. Yeah, that's tough, guys. It's a tough pill to swallow. Man. I'm annoyed. Really annoyed. Let's charge. I didn't want them to retake it, but it happened. Fouillère! Ooh, I think we're going to be able to retake that town pretty damn soon. If not this turn, then certainly next turn. And we could potentially charge here. We could also charge the square. Yeah, I know it's not necessarily a good idea to charge a square, but in this game it actually seems to work pretty well. I think we'll actually move here. Let's charge the enemy cavalry. Le cavalerie. Let's open fire. Ooh. Not going to do a lot of damage with that, but maybe it's worth it. Look at this, guys. We get a blinding shot on the enemy with the Jerome foot artillery. We had already also upgraded this unit to do a lot of damage to units in its vicinity. I think we might actually get this enemy to retreat with one blast. Maybe not. Let's get a shot. Let's try to get a shot, more importantly. And I think we'll get them to retreat. Yes! Oh, we destroyed them even better. Unbelievable. So there you go, guys. Okay, I think we could cut them off entirely here. Let's do it. Look at this, guys. The enemy is completely cut off. Chargez! And the odds obviously mean a tremendous amount, but it's not the only thing I'm considering. Yep, we're going to hit the artillery. This should at least allow us to retake Papelotte without much difficulty in the upcoming turns. I'm actually tempted to move over here and fire on the square. Gonna have to wait, of course. Here we go. Oh yeah, that unit got toasted. Completely toasted. Oh man, I did not want that to occur. So artillery fire there hitting our cavalry. No! At least, oh my god, this infantry unit may have put themselves into the dumbest position possible. They are going to get absolutely, okay, I just invented a word, absolutely obliterated here. Here we go. Get out of here. Just look at that. I mean, that's crazy. We could move to Papelot right now. But I think first I want to see what my cavalry can do. Which may not be enough. In which case I'd rather fire first. Yeah, I'll take it. Alright, we'll move into La Haye. And this unit is, of course, not in the best shape. But hopefully, since the enemy is also not in the best shape, the two will sort of offset each other. That charge will not go well. Alright, we'll move to Fréchemont. This unit will move up here. Eventually, we'll move into Panelot. Not now. Chargez. Oh, we can absolutely break this guy. So let's see if we can go ahead and just break him with the cavalry. I think we can. We're going to flank attack the Ponsby light cavalry unit. They're not dead yet, but they will be. Give it time. Let's move these guys up. No, we can't shoot obstacle in the way. Really? Come on now. Let's get rid of these bad guys. Très bien. And we will charge again, even though our men are pretty badly hurt. This is a battle that can't stop. The aggressivity must be maintained if we're going to win. These guys can also move up, so we'll start moving them over here. And let's see, can we get another attack with this unit? Ooh, that's not going to be good. Chargez. I don't know, guys. I'd like to think we're doing pretty well. We just wounded 3 of them and took no damage. That's pretty okay. Ooh, we can get a shot at the enemy. You know what? I will trade off, even though they're going to do some damage to us. They might even make us run. But at this point, we've broken so many of their units, it might be worth it. I'm actually going to move the artillery up. I know it's crazy, but they're not going to get any shot at Hougemont. And even though it's on fire, this is the one place where we have a chance of reinforcing. And Montplaisir is another place. So we'll move there. Making some noodles, says Bon Value. No worries, man. Agrippa, want to hear a joke? Sure. Why not? Give us a joke then. Come on. No, it's not worth it. That cavalry unit is definitely in trouble. So let's end the turn. I mean, in terms of victory points, though, we are so high up there. But we have to maintain that for, I believe, another 12 turns. Ooh, that was devastating. We knew it was going to happen, though. We knew that that cavalry unit, unfortunately, had met its time. And that pretty much proved it. It's a shame we can't hit them because in that formation we do a tremendous amount of damage. But instead, we'll go ahead and fire at this unit, the Vinca Light Infantry, and they're out of here. They're absolutely out of here. And we'll also fire at this infantry unit, but first let me try to get them in a square formation. Ooh, it looks like they're not going to take the bait. Interesting. Okay. Smart enemy. Let's try again. If we can. If not, I might go ahead and just wipe out the enemy. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to run down the retreating unit and finish them off for good. And wow, I didn't even expect that, but we just destroyed the artillery unit there. I love it. And now we can move into Penelope. Or we could fire. We're going to move into Penelope. I know it's burning, but the fort is captured. We need it. It is what it is. Oh, this is where we have to make a major difference at the fort. Great charge there. Let's hope that these charges continue to be effective. In this case, I'll fire. And of course, we have to keep in mind they are reinforcing here because this place is not burning. So that's another thing to sort of consider. This unit will not be so fresh when we are done with him. Look at that, man. Devastating shots. 3 volleys. That pretty much sums it up. It's never fun to face 3 volleys. Hey, Rage Master Chanel. Not wounding its morale damage. That's why in between turns it gives a morale in yellow. Oh, I thought that yellow meant it was wounded and red meant they were dead. Gaming Kids, so when you run out of food and you create a communist state, IQ level 10 million. Okay. Bam. We will charge, just because right now it's looking like it will work out for us, so why not? Ooh, we have a shot with artillery. Boom! We damaged that fresh unit even more. Man. And actually, we might be able to get behind the enemy here. This might not be such a bad idea. Could attack that unit, but that won't work out. So, yeah, let's do that. Alright. Oh boy, yeah, I anticipated that with that unit. Hold on, cavalry. You can still win. So all we have to take is La Havesson. That's it. I think if we take La Havesson, we win the game. We win the battle automatically. So I don't know what else we can do here besides just continue to push on this area. Charger. Getting the artillery in range would obviously be extremely useful, so we're going to try. We are going to try, guys. Oh, we can get a shot on La Havesson. It's not the most devastating shot, but we got a fire breaking out. That's going to help us big time. Let's open fire here. The old guard, as you can see, is firing, and that's why, despite not having many units, they still managed to score some great hits, and they avoided all shots from the enemy. Now, as you guys know, we can't attack a city with a cavalry unit, so that is not going to work in our favor, but let's hope the rest of the battle does. Chargez! Another thing to consider when we were asking before, what if Napoleon did win Waterloo, is the amount of men he would have lost either way. I mean, just a devastating blow to his army. I'm staying put. We'll break them with this volley. Nice. And why not? We might as well be working on this unit right here. Ooh, I don't necessarily want to move into Hougemont. It's a little too late for that, though. We'll move this guy into Montplastia just in case we need him. Oh my god, I don't know why, but in this case, the 1st Brigade would do a devastating charge against the Vink rifle, so we're going for it. Good work, man. Yeah, absolutely, pump value. Don't forget to hit that like button as well, guys, for this video particularly. Alright, I think we've done what we can this turn. Again, all we have to do is take that last settlement, I believe, and hold the rest of them, and we win. Obviously, the British are not giving up. They're still putting up a hell of a fight. And if they arrive with these fresh units, I'm not sure what's going to happen. As you can see, there are units at Hougemont just retreated. You know, a lot of things could occur, but I think we've got this under control, pretty much. The British aren't just giving up without a fight, though. There we go. I won't even move into that square or that area. I don't think we need to. But I will see if we can get a artillery shot. It's going to take still more, though, to break them, guys. They are surprisingly resilient here. Oh, yeah, close. I'm not going to send them in, though. I'm going to send these guys in because they have... There we go, just a few more men, and that's going to be a total victory, guys. Turns played 12 out of 20. Wow, so that was 52 minutes. And certainly the stream itself was a bit longer, but I'm glad to have gotten a victoire in Waterloo. Of course, there are a ton of other battles, and you can also customize battles in this game, which is really cool. Unfortunately, no multiplayer, which is sad. I really wish this game did have some multiplayer. That would be pretty cool. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by for the stream. I hope you guys had fun. And again, we did a YouTube stream on this particular occasion, but we are really primarily moving to Twitch now. So I'm going to be very, very happy if I see a few new Twitch subs in my box. So make sure to go there as well. Also, if you want to stay in touch with stuff, probably not a bad idea to also be on Twitter. Basically, anything that I've done, I'll put on Twitter eventually. And, you know, sometimes a lot of people, they complain that they don't get notifications, stuff like that. If you have Twitter, it automatically gives a notification. So you'll get something in your box right away. So you might as well add me to Twitter as well. And, hey, please share my videos on Twitter, too. That helps. Also, Discord. I want to give you guys the Discord as well. Aramon, do you have the Discord? I'm so bad with the Discord link. I'm sorry, guys. But yesterday or the day before yesterday, we actually had a really long discussion in Discord about politics. It was really cool. So we are doing stuff there now. I'm going there, quite frequently. So if you want to join and even talk amongst yourselves, I think that would be great. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I really enjoyed playing the Battle of Waterloo, and I'm surprised that I got that victory. Cool. Thank you, Gaming Kittens. Sure, I'll wait some minutes, Bon Value. In fact, I'll actually wait in the Discord channel. So let me actually get the Discord channel up and running. I mean, it's up. You guys can go there now, but I'll go there myself right now. And it is the Therme Agrippa. And if you want to do voice chat, we've done voice chat in the past. That's what we did yesterday. But I'm pretty tired today. I don't know if I'm going to last very long. I'll do my best. Thank you for following us, Jekka. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much, Bon Value, or anybody that posts the link. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you on Discord. In fact, hold on. I think I can give you guys the link now. If I'm not totally incompetent, which is tough. Yeah, I would have you give them the link because I don't want to give them a wrong link that leads to a totally different channel. All right, mates. Yeah, stick around for the link, please.